Welcome to the Boondocks Go-Karts. Today we will be learning about the 3 things you need to check before each race to make sure our guests are safe and ready to go on the track. We call them the 3 H's: height, hair, and harness. Let's get started. Before we even let our guests enter the pit, we need to verify that they are tall enough to participate. There are height indicators indoors next to the ticket sales counter, outside the track awning, and next to the turnstile. To drive on the road or slick track, a driver must be 58 inches tall. For drivers on the shorter side, we have the rookie track, where drivers must be 48 inches tall to drive. These height requirements are for our guests' safety and allows them to sit up straight while still being able to reach the brake and gas pedals comfortably. When measuring a guest, use a fun card rather than your hand. Place one end of the card on top of their head and have it go straight across to the height measurer. This allows us to get consistent measurements from every attendant. Once we check their heights, we need to check how long their hair is. If anyone's hair is longer than shoulder length, they must tie their hair up in a bun above their shoulders. We will provide hair ties to those who don't have their own. As their long hair blows behind them while they ride on the track, it is possible that their hair gets caught in the engine of the cart. This can cause the guest to be scalped as their hair gets pulled into the engine. Tying their hair back in a ponytail only gives the engine something bigger to grab. Always verify that they tie their hair up in a bun. Guests must also remove any loose clothing, such as hats or scarves. Hats can fly off and hit other guests or become a hazard on the track. Scarves, like hair, can get caught in the engine and even cause death. Always make sure that our guests are ready to go with their hair tied up and any loose articles of clothing removed. If our guests are tall enough and have their hair tied up, then we need to make sure that their safety harnesses are put on correctly. Make sure that the buckle is fastened in the middle over their navel. Make sure that the shoulder straps are snug, but not too tight. There should be a little to no give, but loose enough for them to breathe. Use the orange straps to loosen the harness, and the green ones to tighten them. If a guest is buckled in, but the buckle is up to their chest, loosen the shoulder straps, tighten the harness around their waist, then tighten the shoulder straps back up. Use the orange straps to loosen the harness, and the green ones to tighten them. If a guest is buckled in, but the buckle is up to their chest, loosen their shoulder straps, tighten the harness around their waist, then tighten the shoulder straps back up. Don't be afraid to help a guest with their harness. Be sure to ask first. Once the guests are buckled in, they should be ready to go.